What up, YouTube? I'm Mr. Mac. Welcome back to the Mac Shack for the next episode in our Lynx FC Road to Glory. This is the chain wreck. And if you're paying any attention at all to what you're seeing on screen and what you're hearing coming out from the screen right now, you'll see that the noises that I'm making are not actually matching up to what my mouth is doing. So, really long story here as we head into Season 3 with Lynx FC, and we are on the eve of our first Champions League game against APOEL. Important things to note before this gets too far away. Kelvin Morgan and Ethan Jolly both suspended for this game based on actions that they took in our last Europa League qualifying game. I believe they got a yellow card there in the fourth round of Europa League qualifying last season, so they are out. We've had to bring some replacements in and adjust the squad a little bit in order to account for that. Now, back to what actually happened, and it seems like the start of every season there are always issues and problems that come up, and I think part of it is because I tend to sort of bulk record a little bit, and I tend to end a bulk recording session at the end of a season, and that just sort of leaves me with coming in fresh, and sometimes I come in a little bit too fresh and sort of forget what's happening. I'm just going through now and showing that there hasn't been any transfers or anything that I've made over the off season. Got a little bit click happy, pushing away on things. Oh, also, we're worth $5.75 million now apparently, which is great for us. Moving forwards, our reputation hasn't really improved that much, and our facilities aren't overly great, but you know, we're getting there. We're doing the best that we can, and I'm trying to ask the board every opportunity that I get for some more facilities. So yeah, I think I just came in too fresh today, and I had everything set up, all the recording set up, the webcam obviously ready to go, the face cam ready to go, and just didn't record the audio. So you get future Mr. Mac here to talk you through the first 10 minutes of the video. And if you don't want that, then I'm more than happy for you to skip forwards to about the 10-minute mark, where past Mr. Mac realised the gravity of the mistake and remembered to turn the audio on. Now, the real, I guess, catch for this was when I did realise it was conveniently within a cut in the episode that I realised that I had been recording the audio. So then what I did was I was like, okay, well, I can, restore the previous save, which I looked at doing. I actually exited out of Football Manager without saving and reopened it. And unfortunately, the autosave was exactly at the point when I was ready to come back from the cut, which is when I realized that I'd made the mistake. So unfortunately, that wasn't to be. We are left with 10 minutes of this. And we get a corner here 32 minutes into the game, which turns into a penalty. Valdivia gets taken out in the box, and Craig Galliano here stepping up to the plate, or stepping up to the spot, I suppose. And he slots the penalty. Left-footed into the bottom right-hand corner. We get a 1-0 lead away from home, and to say that I wasn't expecting that is an understatement. I was expecting to have to fight for everything, and probably come in to the home leg with a 2 or 3 goal deficit here against APOEL, especially being the first game of the season for a lot of these players. And I mean, it is very early on as Brad Power heads over the top of the bar there. It is very early on in the piece. The 7th of July, I believe this game is taking place on in game. And that really doesn't enable us a whole heap of time coming out of pre-season to get some friendlies organised and to get some matches organised, especially when most of the other teams are on their mid-season breaks or end-of-season breaks. However, I just wasn't really thinking and clicked through that entire time without giving myself an opportunity to even book a friendly. So this is essentially taking the place of my first friendly. Now, that was an interesting little highlight there. We got to see APOEL just pick up the ball and put it down, and then the highlight finished. So whatever we did must have worked really well for us. coming out to the hour mark, and again, there's no real highlights that we're seeing. We are considering what substitutions to make based on the match sharpness and the condition of our players. We decided to take Elva Fontaine out because he's apprehensive and also because he's on a yellow card. We don't really want that causing us any problems, later on in the game, especially with the last 30 minutes coming up. And we also then consider our options within the midfield to try and maybe get some more condition into the midfield, help our players out, run a little bit harder. We do look at maybe putting Jamie Serra in for Niall Serra because Niall's also on a yellow. But when we actually have a look at his ratings in the position, we're thinking maybe he's not quite comfortable enough. So we leave Niall Serra in there for now. And I'm pretty sure that is all we do on the substitutions front. We have a little bit of a chat about a few things apparently, and then we just get straight back into things. So past the hour mark, we do again demand more from the boys. You can see it's not having a super big impact on all of the players. APOEL with a corner just gets headed over the bar, which is lovely for us. 70-minute mark now, and we decide, no, we're definitely going to make another substitution here. So we're looking at the fact that the match sharpness for all our players has gone up is a great thing. We do need to, however, grab someone with a little bit more condition here because a lot of them are in the 70s, and that's not really a great place to be coming into the last 20 minutes of a match where we are clinging to a 1-0 lead. So we take Leon Clinton and we put him up front, and then we sub out Denilson Carvalho for Isaac Vinay on the right wing. So we then get a highlight as we think about changing to very defensive. 73 minutes played, we get a ball that goes up the front, but APOEL pick it up and send it very quickly back the other way. Some great passing as they spray it out to their winger on the left, who then curls the ball in, and they get another open header inside the box, played down to feet, and I think if they had have hit that first time, they probably would have scored. Now, thankfully, they tried to dribble around a bit. They didn't score. Cross from APOEL, open header. This one just flashes over the bar. It looked destined for the net, and I was very, very concerned. 10 minutes to go. Again, very defensive. Looking for an opportunity to ask them more from the players. Another highlight pops up. This has been one of the quietest games of all time until the last sort of 17 minutes when I'm starting to wriggle my way towards the edge of my seat. And Bozio gets given some space here to go for a bit of a run down the left. Galliano doesn't offer him anything up the wing, so he turns in, and Valdivia puts the ball in the back of the net off the De Los Santos sort of lobbed through ball, but he was offside. I'll let you be the judge of this. I mean, it looks like he was almost in line. The red line there does say that he was off. So I went with it in the post-match press conference. I said, look, we win some, we lose some. On the balance of things, I think it was right, or something along those lines. Now, De Los Santos and Vinay play a little 1-2 here, and De Los Santos again with a lob, and again Valdivia finds the back of the net, but again, he's offside. And twice in the space of probably 3 minutes, Valdivia has a goal chalked off for offside. So really, we're just hoping that before the home leg, he goes and practices how to stay onside. We demand more going into injury time, and we get the job done. Now, to say that I'm surprised at this result is an understatement. I am over the moon in terms of our performance. The result. The performance probably leaves a little bit to be desired, but I'm going to passionately tell the boys, hey, people had written us off and we've actually won. Congratulations. I'm just about to hit continue, and I notice that Ludogorets Razgrad there have won 10-0 against their opposition, which is an absolute flogging. But anyway, this is getting towards the point where I did make a cut in the episode, and so what is going to happen here is that future Mr. Mac is going to stop talking, and past Mr. Mac is going to take over. Bye. Alright, we're back. Now, Interestingly, we are also live now, so thank you, future Mr. Mac, for taking care of the commentary for the first half of the episode. As I'm sure future Mr. Mac will explain, just didn't record audio, my audio for the first half of the video. So you've seen us, you've experienced us get a 1-0 win based on a penalty against APOEL in the first leg, and yeah, I sort of this is where the autosave took me back to. Well, this is sort of at the point we're at now. So rather than going back and re-recording that, I thought we'd just pick it up from here and we'll make do in post-production. So thanks, future Mr. Mac, for that one. Yeah, now, some exciting things have happened. We've had our pre-season report here. It's said that we're predicted to finish 4th in the league. So not the worst, not necessarily the best. I would like to do a little bit better than that. You'll also see that we've picked up Tyler Bury on loan from Millwall. He's going to take Jaden Parady's spot on the right wing when we need him, or as we put him in. And we also have Julian Larsson here on loan from Nottingham Forest, who is a Swedish international, and he's going to be coming in to play the role of striker for us, probably moving into Valdivia's spot as we continue to play there. Now, this is saying that Denilson Carvalho can play in the midfield, so I'm really interested to see how that one will work for us. We are, as you can see, on the eve of the game here against APOEL. We don't really care about any of that stuff. Nottingham Forest wants to negotiate James Hill. Yes, so they want an unused wage percentage of 100%. We can't offer that at the moment due to our board restrictions, but maybe if we change our budget and we give ourselves a little bit more in the wage budget department, we can now offer him a position. So fullback, he would be coming in to play left back, which is currently one of our weakest positions, I believe. Although Jamie Bozio is in there at the moment doing quite a 3-star job. Where can he also play? He can also play in the centre of midfield. I don't know whether he actually plays better in there, 2.5 stars in the centre of midfield. So he is definitely better on the left wing. We may just, look, are we going to use him? $800 a week? I don't know if we actually want him on loan now. Like, he's young, he's 19. We don't really know a whole lot about him just at this point in time. So we may just put this at 70 and then we'll make an offer and we'll see what happens there. These guys are doing some scouting of some players at Real Oviedo for us. We're considering maybe picking up some of them. Not 100% sure on how we're going to go with that. So let's just roll into team selection mode here. Now, what do you like in there? You're 3 stars. You're not great, really. Really, you're not great, eh? So let's not do this. Let's keep this the way it is. We're going to bring in Kelvin Morgan here for Valdivia up front. And we're going to drop Valdivia onto the bench instead of Bailey. He hasn't had the best of runs in the last 3 games there, as you can see on his stats. Now, Larson and Bury are both unregistered here because they have just come to the club. We can't register new players between games, so that's why that hasn't happened. We're going to leave, Jolly. We're going to play him at cover. Niall Serra is just going to miss the lineup this time around, I believe. And we're going to go in with the same squad through the midfield. This is what we're going to do. Now, yes, there's a few people lacking match sharpness. I understand that. These things are going to happen early in the season. Okay. We're huge underdogs, lads. There's no pressure on you to succeed. But I believe that you can go out there and make a difference. Let's head to the tunnel. Apparently our goalkeeper has a lack of match fitness. I'm pretty sure he's going to last the full match, and that's what we're planning for. He's our goalkeeper after all. Okay, here we go. Second leg. First qualifying round. Champions League champions. APOEL with a corner. And the Victoria Stadium fortress has been shattered by Kriakos Kriako from that corner with a delightful volley, I have to say. 9 minutes in, he's threaded that into the top corner. Very unfortunate for us. So there goes a hard-fought first leg win and away goal has evaporated into smoke inside the first 10 minutes. I know, well, look, smoke's not really something that does evaporate. Oh my goodness. What a brilliant save that was by Bradley Bander. I think it may be worth us pressing forwards just a little bit, going from defensive to cautious. We have a corner here for Clinton. Clinton to Kelvin Morgan. Oh my goodness, that was so close. I'm sure it was close. I didn't exactly see it, but it looked pretty close. Clinton again curling the ball in. This time it doesn't get past the front post, but Galliano picks it up, chips it across to Morgan. Probably too far out to get a good header on it, but again, another shot on target, which is very important for us at this early-ish stage. We're rolling into half-time here, down a goal. I'd love to get something just before the break, and Elva Fontaine plays it forwards. Here we go. Clinton coming down the right wing now. Clinton going to try and take it past his marker. He can't get the cross in, but he gets the rebound, and Kelvin Morgan sends the header straight at the keeper. And another great chance for Lynx FC goes begging. We come straight back from the goal kick. De Los Santos spraying this one to Galliano, who skips past his man and gets taken down in the box. Galliano, second penalty in 2 games. On the verge of half-time, converts bottom right corner again for Galliano. 2 goals in 2 games for the young man, and Lynx FC back in front. I mean, this keeper must surely be sick of seeing Galliano take penalties. He's taken 2 against him in 2 matches now. We're going to say, look, we've got an aggregate lead. Let's make sure we hold on to it. And I know the boys want to do that. 2,205 people in attendance. Oh, do I want to sub him? He's playing a 6.4. It's pretty rough. Jamie Serra or Bounty? Who actually fits the bill better here? Bounty's probably got the physicals on him. I think 174. What's Bounty at 188? Oh, he's huge. He's huge. He's experienced. He played in the last leg and he did a good job. We're going to bring Bounty in for Elva Fontaine, who really clearly struggled. 60 minutes gone now. We are still moving forwards. Carvalho with a free kick here lofts it over to Avellano, and Tyrone Avellano gets his foot onto it with a brilliant volley low again to the keeper's left. And we're now 2-1 in the lead here. Great little volley there, and it looks like maybe those disallowed goals from Valdivia in the first leg are not going to come back to bite us. What we are going to do is give Valdivia a chance in front of his home fans here. And probably the last move that we're going to make is we're going to take out Leon Clinton and put Isaac Benet in on the right again, because he did play well there previously. 15 minutes to go now. We have been well and truly in control here so far. Last 10 minutes. Only 5 to go now. We're going to go very defensive for the last 3 minutes. Vinay here with a corner. Curls it in from the left. Valdivia can't get up to head it towards the net. It gets cleared. Jensen picks it up and goes for a run down the left wing now. Sotirio plays it inside. Denilson Carvalho gets a touch on it. It's not enough. Jensen takes it back. Ciels goes long range. and a little grubber there, long range, gets the job done. We are not out of the woods just yet here. Another goal for APOEL would tie it up on aggregate, but it would also see them go through on away goals, having scored 3. Being 2-2 here is quite a good position for us. I really just hope that we can hold it through 4 minutes of injury time. I've asked the boys, I said show some passion. It seems like they've done that. And in Leon Clinton's 100th game, we have secured passage through to the second qualifying round of the Champions League. People have written us off and you proved them wrong. Well done for a great performance. 19-0 aggregate. I don't think I've ever seen a scoreline like that in Football Manager. That's incredible. We get the job done with a penalty in the first leg, and we go through to the next stage, playing against Nogamenti Metni Club Maribor. I think we're just going to call them NK Maribor. And that'll be happening from next week, the second qualifying round. And again, we play away from home in the first leg. So I think we're going to wrap up this episode here. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe because we have new episodes of Football Manager coming out once a week here on the channel as we take Lynx FC from chain wreck to Champions League. I look forward to seeing you next time, and I will speak to you soon.